Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. If you're a fan of heart-pounding suspense, jaw-dropping twists, and edge-of-your-seat moments, you're in the right place. Today, I've got something special for all you thriller lovers. We're diving into the top thriller movies to stream in 2025 across 3 of the best streaming platforms: Peacock, Tubi, and Prime Video. Whether you're craving a psychological mind-bender, a classic whodunit, or a high-stakes chase, these films are guaranteed to keep you hooked from start to finish. So grab your popcorn, get comfy, and let's jump into some of the best thrillers you won't want to miss. Number 8. Before I Fall. The film is directed by Rai Russo-Young, who brings a visually elegant and emotionally resonant tone to this coming-of-age mystery drama. Adapted from Lauren Oliver's best-selling novel, Before I Fall explores what happens when you're given a second chance, not just once, but over and over, until you learn what truly matters. The story follows Samantha Kingston, played with incredible heart by Zoe Deutsch. At first, Sam seems to have it all. She's popular, stylish, and surrounded by her loyal best friends. February 12th, known as Cupid's Day at her school, begins like any other. Flirtations, roses, secrets, and drama. But that night, after attending a party, Sam's world is turned upside down by a sudden and tragic car accident. Zoe Deutsch's performance is heartfelt and grounded. Her transformation from indifferent teen to self-aware, empathetic young woman is handled with nuance and emotional truth. The supporting cast, especially Halston Sage as the fierce and complex Lindsay, and Elena Kampouris as the fragile Juliet, add layers of tension and humanity to the story. Critics praise the film for its emotionally intelligent storytelling and its fresh take on the time loop concept. It's not a sci-fi movie, it's a character study with a supernatural twist, using the loop not as a gimmick, but as a lens through which we explore the consequences of our everyday behavior. The film is beautifully shot, tightly edited, and packed with meaning without ever feeling preachy or forced. Before I Fall isn't just about reliving the same day, it's about learning how to live it differently. It's a film that asks, what would you do if you only had one day left, and could do it over and over until you got it right? It's heartfelt, thought-provoking, and ultimately inspiring. If you're into emotionally layered stories with a touch of mystery and a powerful message, Before I Fall is one you'll want to add to your watch list. Number 7. The Artifice Girl. The film is directed by Franklin Rich, who also wrote the screenplay and stars in the film. The Artifice Girl is a low-budget sci-fi thriller that leans heavily into thought-provoking dialogue and ethical questions over flashy visuals. It's an impressive directorial debut that delivers big ideas through small, contained scenes. The film won critical acclaim for its intelligent storytelling and innovative use of artificial intelligence as a central character. The story follows Gareth, a reclusive programmer who creates an AI named Cherry, designed to mimic a young girl in order to lure and identify online predators. At first, Cherry is simply a tool, a means to an end in the fight against child exploitation. But as she evolves, questions begin to emerge. What does it mean to be alive? Does Cherry have rights? And how far should we go when using artificial intelligence to serve justice? The film spans decades, with Cherry growing more intelligent and more self-aware with each passing year. As her creators face new dilemmas, the line between human and machine begins to blur. Critics praised The Artifice Girl for its originality and strong performances, especially from Tatum Matthews, who plays Cherry, with both innocence and eerie precision. The film maintains a tight narrative, unfolding mostly through intense conversations rather than action, but it never feels slow. Instead, it pulls you deeper into its moral questions and futuristic possibilities. It currently holds a 92% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes and has been described as one of the smartest indie sci-fi films in recent years. Number 6. Chappaquiddick. The film is directed by John Curran and takes a serious, restrained approach to one of the most controversial moments in American political history. The 1969 Chappaquiddick incident involving Senator Ted Kennedy. With a strong lead performance from Jason Clarke as Kennedy, the film is more than just a political thriller. It's a somber, character-driven drama that explores guilt, privilege, and the weight of legacy. The story follows Senator Ted Kennedy after a party on Chappaquiddick Island in Massachusetts. While driving with Mary Jo Kopechne, a former campaign worker for Robert F. Kennedy, his car veers off a narrow bridge and plunges into the water. Kennedy escapes, but Mary Jo tragically dies. What follows is a chilling look at the 10 hours that passed before Kennedy reported the accident, and the political machine that quickly mobilized to manage the scandal. Critics praised Jason Clarke's portrayal of Ted Kennedy, with many noting how he captured the complexity of a man both privileged and trapped by his family's powerful legacy. The film has an 80% score on Rotten Tomatoes and is widely respected for avoiding sensationalism. Instead, it focuses on the psychological and political aftermath of the event, portraying Kennedy not as a monster but as a flawed human being shaped by pressure and ambition. Chappaquiddick is a slow-burn drama that doesn't glamorize or exaggerate. It presents the facts and lets the audience wrestle with the implications. If you're into historical dramas or political stories with real emotional weight, this one is definitely worth a watch. Number 5. Infinity Chamber. Infinity Chamber is a cerebral sci-fi thriller directed by Travis Malloy. The film follows Frank, Christopher Soren Kelly, who wakes up in a high-tech automated prison with no memory of his arrest. Inside, he's subjected to a relentless interrogation system that forces him to relive the same day repeatedly, each time attempting to extract information from his mind. Set in a dystopian future, the film explores themes of memory, identity, and the ethics of automated justice. The narrative unfolds within the confines of the prison, creating a claustrophobic atmosphere that enhances the psychological tension. As Frank interacts with the prison's AI system, Howard, voiced by Jesse D. Arrow, the line between reality and illusion blurs, leading to a series of twists that challenge both Frank's and the audience's perceptions. Despite its modest budget, Infinity Chamber has been praised for its inventive storytelling and strong performances. Critics have noted its thought-provoking premise and the way it delves into the complexities of human consciousness and artificial intelligence. The film's minimalist approach allows for a deep exploration of its central themes without the need for elaborate special effects. For those interested in a sci-fi film that combines elements of psychological drama with speculative technology, Infinity Chamber offers a compelling and engaging experience. Number 4. Small Town Crime. Small Town Crime is a gripping neo-noir thriller directed by Esham and Ian Nelms. The film stars John Hawkes as Mike Kendall, a disgraced former police officer battling alcoholism who stumbles upon a woman's body and embarks on a quest for redemption by investigating her death. Set against the backdrop of a small town, the narrative delves into themes of guilt, redemption, and moral ambiguity. Hawkes delivers a compelling performance, capturing the complexities of a flawed protagonist seeking atonement. The film's pacing is deliberate, allowing for character development and building suspense without relying on excessive action. Critics have praised Small Town Crime for its engaging storyline and strong performances. The film holds a 79% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes, with an average rating of 7.3 and a Metacritic score of 68, indicating generally favorable reviews. Overall, Small Town Crime offers a fresh take on the crime thriller genre, combining elements of classic noir with modern sensibilities. Its character-driven narrative and atmospheric setting make it a worthwhile watch for fans of suspenseful dramas. Number 3. Destroyer. Destroyer is a gripping crime thriller directed by Karen Kusama, featuring a transformative performance by Nicole Kidman. The film follows Erin Bell, a detective whose life has been defined by a traumatic undercover mission from years ago. The aftermath of that operation still haunts her, and the emotional and psychological scars from that experience play a central role in her pursuit of redemption. As Erin seeks out the criminals from her past, she becomes increasingly consumed by the case, reflecting on the mistakes she's made and the cost of seeking justice. Nicole Kidman's portrayal of Erin Bell is a standout, as she completely transforms herself physically and emotionally for the role. She plays a character who is deeply flawed, vulnerable, and morally complex. The film is not just about the external mystery Erin is trying to solve, but also about her internal struggle with guilt, loss, and the weight of her past decisions. Critics have praised Destroyer for its strong performances and complex narrative. Nicole Kidman's transformative role has garnered significant attention, earning her widespread acclaim. The film's cinematography and soundtrack also enhance its dark, atmospheric tone. If you're into character-driven thrillers with an emotionally complex protagonist and a tense, immersive plot, Destroyer is a must-watch. It's a film that explores themes of redemption, guilt, and the consequences of one's past, making it a compelling choice for fans of intense dramas. Number 2. Goldstone. Goldstone is a visually stunning Australian crime thriller directed by Ivan Sen. Serving as a sequel to Mystery Road, it follows Indigenous detective Jay Swan, Aaron Pedersen, as he arrives in the remote town of Goldstone to investigate a missing persons case. What begins as a routine assignment soon unravels into a complex web of corruption involving the local mayor, a mining tycoon, and a human trafficking ring. The film is notable for its breathtaking cinematography, capturing the harsh yet beautiful landscapes of the Australian outback. Sen's direction combines elements of westerns and noir, creating a moody atmosphere that complements the film's themes of justice, identity, and systemic oppression. Critically, Goldstone has received positive reviews. On Rotten Tomatoes, it holds an approval rating of 76% based on 37 reviews, with an average rating of 7.07 out of 10. The consensus reads, Goldstone weaves socially conscious themes through its procedural thriller plot outline, with visually thrilling, solidly crafted results. Metacritic assigns the film a score of 78 out of 100, indicating generally favorable reviews. While some critics have noted that the film's themes can feel overstuffed or underdeveloped, Goldstone remains a powerful exploration of contemporary Indigenous issues in Australia. Its blend of genre conventions with social commentary makes it a standout in modern Australian cinema. For those interested in a film that combines genre thrills with thought-provoking themes, Goldstone offers a compelling and immersive experience. Number 1. The Invitation. The Invitation, directed by Karen Kusama, is a masterful psychological thriller that keeps viewers on the edge of their seats from start to finish. The film follows Will, Logan Marshall Green, who receives an invitation to a dinner party hosted by his ex-wife Eden, Tammy Blanchard, and her new husband, David, Michiel Huisman. What begins as a seemingly ordinary evening among old friends quickly turns into something far more unsettling, as Will begins to suspect that there's something much darker at play. The tension in the invitation is built slowly and deliberately, with Kusama using small, subtle cues to unsettle the audience and create a feeling of unease. The film expertly blends suspense and dread, allowing the viewer to experience Will's growing paranoia as he questions the motives behind his ex-wife's actions and the strange behavior of the other guests. Is Will simply still processing his grief? Or is there something truly sinister happening in this secluded house? Kusama's direction is pitch perfect, and she allows the characters and the atmosphere to carry the story, relying on mood and tension instead of cheap horror tropes or jump scares. The film does not rush toward the conclusion, but rather builds toward it slowly, keeping the audience engaged through every uncomfortable exchange and awkward silence. The performances are another highlight, particularly Logan Marshall Green's portrayal of Will. He captures the inner turmoil of a man who is still reeling from a traumatic loss, while being thrust into a situation that feels increasingly off-kilter. The supporting cast, including Tammy Blanchard and Michiel Huisman, also bring their characters to life in ways that make each guest feel both familiar and unsettling. Critics have praised The Invitation for its intelligent storytelling, strong performances, and its ability to create an atmosphere of mounting anxiety. It has a high rating on Rotten Tomatoes, where it holds an approval rating of 89%, with a consensus that praises the film's ability to use psychological tension to build suspense. If you enjoy films that explore human relationships through a lens of psychological suspense, The Invitation is a must-watch. It's a slow-burn thriller that carefully examines grief, trauma, and the complexities of trust, while keeping viewers captivated with its ever-building sense of dread. Well, this is it. Share your impressions in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to never miss a good movie again.